All right, welcome to Ace Run Pro. This is the Go Throw Tour Championships presented by Highland Brewing and Prodigy Discs.
Yeah, welcome to Asheville, everybody. This is a really cool brewery. We're really happy to be having our event here. This is where I grew up, so thanks to Infinite and the coverage sponsors for putting on the event, all of that, and sponsoring all this coverage, and the Go Throw Tour Championships for coming through here.
Yeah, definitely. This is Zach Nash along with Raven Newsom.
Yeah, so looking forward to have something here. This is obviously been impacted by the hurricane. We've had a ton of different travesties happen essentially in Asheville and our area, so we're really happy to finally have some pro disc golf coming through here, and yeah, getting right into some of our players.
We have Raven Newsom from Hot Springs, North Carolina, coming in at 1026 rated. Definitely excited to watch him play this round. A lot of talent. We have Paul Oman from Evansville, Indiana, 1022 rated. Also a major champion.
This year, yeah.
This year.
Chase card winner. Third, we have Mr. Legit himself with a cool little district from 1028. Congratulations, that's awesome. From Texas, Mr. Zach Nash. And Austin Turner being a cool guy with a little pickleball racket, just warming himself up over there. But we got a pretty sweet card here for hole one. This hole's pretty interesting. It's going to be a straight up backhand shot. It's playing actually at exactly even par. So they're pushing straight shot. You're going to break just left of these trees we're flying past here and try and crash right into the front of the hillside. And then make a putt. Daunting enough gap off the tee.
Yes, and then if you land up top, daunting putt.
We got the local status. We talked about it yesterday. Grew up only 30 minutes away from here. Up first on the tee, 145 tee time MPO division. Give it up for Raven Newsom.
What are you throwing here?
Yeah, so you want to throw something straight to stable. I'm throwing a fireball, so trying to hit it with just a little bit of hyzer and then let it move left.
And I noticed that they moved that mandatory in.
Yeah, there's never been a mandatory until this year.
All right, up next
I guess.
we got Go Throw
And
the pride
I've never
of
thrown anything but a
Indiana,
forehand on this hole. So
the tall one. Give it
not
up
very
for
good
tall
at the
Paul
backhand.
Oman.
Yeah, that's not ideal to just show up and not know that.
Yeah, I was like, oh, okay, got it. Yep. Here's Paul. He's throwing like a T-bird style disc. I don't know exactly what it is, but looking for that late stand-up with a fairway. And he turned to me after this and goes, ooh, maybe I should have thrown a mid-range.
Nicely done. All right. Teeing off third, coming out of the Lone Star State. He's a youngster, but you'll know his name soon. Give it up for Zach Nash.
Smooth freaking form, this guy. I've heard a lot about him in my years of disc golf, but...
Yeah, I heard he misses this. Oh.
What?
Whoop. Yeah, my thought here was just try to hit the initial gap straight and let it fade a little bit to the left. I think that's the ideal shot. Just miss a little bit inside there.
But snuck up there.
Coming out of North Carolina as well. This man's claiming Charlotte these days. It's hard to keep up with where he's at. One of the best lefty on the planet. Give it up for Austin Turner.
Yeah, Austin Turner. One thing I would love to be able to do on this hole is throw a forehand because it's so much easier trying to hit this gap shot, like being able to face it the whole time.
I'm very excited to watch Austin Turner play. I enjoy playing with him. His throwing style is really crisp. It's really good.
Yeah, and he can move the disc. He can throw far.
He's very sneaky about it, too.
So I had like 140 in, just throwing a range, trying to clean up a smooth par.
This is a very beautiful course. Moving on.
My whole career, I've only thrown forehand gap on this, and they threw up a Mando on it yesterday. And for our skins, it was the first time I'd ever thrown a backhand on it in my life.
Wow.
It's a new shot. Yeah. Okay. I forgot that I told him that.
I'm right here, putting an elevated basket. I'm just thinking, hit the band if I miss.
And you did it.
Yeah, I did.
And it went right in. But to touch on what you were saying a minute ago, this is a very beautiful course. Lots of really good woods. Definitely an epitome of like North Carolina woods golf. Yeah, scary putt. It's so easy to not push that like straight through because it's like you've got a lot of land on the left.
Little birdie here for Austin Turner to get his round started. Beautiful shot.
Yeah, circle one. It's a really good spot to be. You definitely take that to start with.
Definitely.
And, you know, band hit birdies. Those are good, too.
Those are good. If they go in, you take them. Paul Oman cleaning up his par here.
I really love Paul Oman's putt. We get to see it a lot this round, but it's just this nice, floaty, controlled run. So fun.
Definitely shows why he's a major winner.
Yeah.
Hole 2, 312 feet, coming in just below par on the average, ranked number 10 on the course. You want to throw a little backhand, pushing straight similar to hole 1, fade just a bit left. There is a sneaky forehand gap if you want to throw a little turnover. Maybe Austin throws a stable Anheuser, but you're looking to come straight into this gap, hopefully be circle 1. It'll be hard to get circle 1, but you're just looking for a putt on this hole.
Yeah. And to build on that, too, just a very daunting gap. It's like it's not easy to see from the tee exactly how you want it to come through it.
I'm thinking right here, just same shot as hole 1. I try to throw the same disc as many times as possible on the course, so I keep in that rhythm and confidence.
And that was really smooth. You just peered the gap all the way through. You're not going to see that from a ton of players, and so that's a really nice spot to be. Circle 1's, you know, really good here.
See Austin Turner throwing his Luna, trying to get it to force over a little bit. Doesn't quite get it, but he'll have a look.
So I go with a fireball, pretty much the same disc that I throw on the last hole. This one's just a touch straighter.
Are you going for the same idea?
Yeah, pretty much the same thing that you were just talking about, trying to get it to just late finish right at the end. I actually got a nice kiss. It was hard to tell there. I got a nice little kiss to keep going forward. I just barely caught the corner tree. I think this one, he hits that main tree in the front, but it misses, and that was the one that was going to be like on the basket. Ours went a little straight.
Something about Paul Oman is he is just, you talked about his putt being so smooth, but his backhand is just amazing. It's so impressive to watch.
Super slow paced. Austin and Paul just trying to lay up here at the tough angles to really give it anything.
Are you trying to run this?
Yeah. And
what a good putt.
I thought it made it when I let it go, but it didn't go. I was happy to get it high enough. Oh, that's pretty. It must feel good to like make it right on the pole for a birdie start.
Yeah, it does. Getting the birdies out here early helps a lot. I've never played this course in tournament before, so I wasn't sure what the scores would be coming into the round. So I just was trying to make as many as I could.
Yeah.
Great cleanup from Paul Oman.
Right on the pole. Do love that kind of putting stroke.
All right, Tyler, you're up. Let's go.
Okay, but does this outfit look
No,
weird?
you look great. You're just here to talk about Jomez collaboration.
No, I get it. And
The
it's
Halo
like
Emperor. You
so
got
we
it.
wanna-
You look great. You're in character. Let's get it.
All right. Hey, everybody. The Emperor, the S-Blend Halo Emperor. With... Are you laughing?
I can't believe you even did it.
I knew. See, I knew it. I knew
You
this was a
look
prank. You told me this
ridiculous.
looked like the picture, dude. That's so.
Okay, that was brilliant. I love the Infinite commercials. Okay, hole 3. This is the gap that you're going to see one person take on the card. This is the third hardest hole, and it makes sense. It's hard to get really close, and these last guardian trees here are going to be pretty tough. Your initial shot's actually going to be on the right side of the tee pad. You're throwing a flex forehand, and you're going to drag it into this gap and then try and get a late finish. This is a fun shot, but when this first tee pad was made, they didn't have the long basket in the right, and then it ended up being a nice adjustment. So kind of a tough one to film and see all the way through, but there is a pretty clear gap kind of right out the hand on that right side. You have to tee off from 2 inches from the right edge of the tee pad.
Austin Turner with a great backhand pushing hyzer. Just puts it to 20 feet.
Yeah, that's the dream on that shape. I'm going fireball, trying to flex it. That was a good iteration of it, but you want to see that essentially. That's one of the better ones I've done on it for sure.
All looking like he's going rock here.
Mm-hmm. It's a tough kick. The one hard part on this when you're throwing that backhand turnover is any tree touch, you're going straight left, and you're going to have to throw a full upshot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, not ideal for such a short hole.
Mm-hmm. This one's finicky. It's got some teeth. You can definitely bogey it with a weird kick, too. That's a good shot there.
Yeah, it's a good approach.
He really is just so tall.
He is. All right, we've gotten the last two. I'm just thinking to myself, why not just run it?
Yeah. So that was awesome. The whole time I was walking up to mine being 20 feet away, I was like, I could spit out going uphill. And you were just like, what if I make it? And then I felt confident again.
Dude, the baskets helped me on that one.
That was so good. And I was like, oh, I've got this. It won't spit out.
I wonder what Austin's thinking.
Yeah. Well, he's level. Like when you're putting up on these like ungalvanized chains, like you can kind of go through it a little bit, and I get a little anxious about that.
No fear.
Mm-mm.
Great putt. Great birdie.
God, he looks just so cool, calm, and collected in his pink shirt.
Great cleanup from Paul Oman.
Mm-hmm. 3 pars can happen so quick on this course, like so fast.
Yes. Coming into hole 4, it's averaging 0.8 under par. It's ranked 8th hardest on the course. You're looking ideally to throw a shot through these 2 trees with the signs.
Mm-hmm.
You can go mid-range and let it pull back left with the hyzer, or you can go fairway on a little anhyzer and flex it through the gap. Ideally, you want to land it by these stairs. You want to land into that hill. If you land on top, a lot of times you can skip long.
Yep. And in all my years of playing, I've never landed on top before. So this is a really cool hole, and it's good to just kind of check your speed right into the hill.
Or right into the trees.
And it never had a chance of not doing that. It was right on it. What'd you throw there?
I threw a Draco. I was just trying to go soft 9-speed flex through this gap.
Mm-hmm.
Austin's showing a great example. Just drill it into that backside and let it skip left.
Yeah. I'm going with our new boosts here. They've been retooled. We had a guy cleaning the trash out. And
I trust myself.
Yeah.
But did you trust yourself?
Not enough. And then, dude, I just killed this thing.
This is such a beautiful looking shot.
Yeah. Not one time have I landed on top before, and I cleaned it, dude. I went straight over the log, too.
Yeah, unfortunate skip for that. You might not get that result if you do it 3 more times the same way.
Yeah. Again, not once in my life have I gone long on this.
Oman's ideally looking to go through that middle gap. He pulls it early, a little early release, and he'll find himself at a long bid.
Yeah. This is also one of my favorite holes for like long runs. Just from the downhill, it's like so pretty. Like you don't want to do it in a tournament, but like for fun casual rounds, sending like 90 footers, it's like really cool and floaty the whole time. It's fun.
Mm-hmm.
Smooth.
Paul Oman's looking to get a birdie pretty quick. He's starting off a little bit slower than what he wants.
I couldn't see the bottom of the basket, so I laid up and I had to jump to try and see where the ground was, so I didn't just chuck it and then still roll all the way down the hill.
Closer, I know I'd hit metal and it'd be fine.
Yeah, I hoped for more.
Yeah, Austin Turner was asking me right here if I thought he was outside the circle or inside. I think he was wanting to step it, but the card eventually called him inside, and I think that might have messed with his timing a little bit there. But he had a nice cleanup for par.
Yeah, and a good thing to build on with that too is the side slopes on these hills. They can be really tough for that, like the weight transfer. And so like he was on the right side of the hill, so both of his feet were like angled down, so it's kind of easy to pull it.
Mm-hmm.
But he had a good cleanup because that straddle putt was like right wedged against the tree. He had to do like some really funky footing that we didn't really get to see too much.
He's definitely showing why he's rated 1033. 1035.
1035, I think. Yeah. Oh, God. Oh, yeah, hole 5. It's my turn. Okay, so this is somehow the 5th easiest hole on the course. Turn it over, get through the gap, make the putt. This hole is awesome. It's just challenging enough to be funky. You want to finish backhand turnover somewhere near this down block or towards the base of the basket. Really demanding out the gate, and when you're throwing with a backhand ante, you're opening yourself up to lots of variables on tree kicks. So you want to make sure you hit this gap.
Yeah, I'm thinking here, I just want to drag it left to right. I don't want to worry about parking the basket. I'm just trying to give myself a putt. I'm putting pretty good so far.
Yeah, that was a very smooth shot.
Austin's looking at going backhand here. A little hyzer flip up through the gap. Going to play for something similar. Not trying to park it, just trying to give himself a putt.
Yeah, and this is really smooth. It made me want to throw forehand after watching him do that. That just looked real easy, and you got to do it with a mid-range.
Oh my goodness.
Okay.
It's not the first time I've done it, and it won't be the last.
That's pretty much worst case scenario for that kind of a kick, though.
I am all the way across Six's fairway. And I have done that more times than I've parked this hole. That tree. God, I hate that tree so much. This is where I'm at. And I have a bush in my reach back. The basket's just straight up the hill.
The one bush in the fairway.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Then I hit the one tree and then almost hit other people. Yeah. It was not good. It was not a good place. I was picking between a 13 speed and a 9 speed, and I was 190 feet from the basket.
So are you going to try and run this?
Yeah. Didn't look like it, though. It felt like I was running it. So Paul's like 50 feet here, a little bit breezy. Just perfect.
Putting on a putting clinic for us.
And his first birdie, and it feels really good. Once you start getting your first birdie, everything starts being a little easier. And this is just so nice. The slow-mo right as it goes in, too. Little KC AVR. Good with it.
That's not what you want to see. He's about 25, maybe 30 feet, but he's inside circle.
Yeah. Smooth. 4 down through 5, certifiable hot start. That is great. I think a lot of people would pay a fair amount of money to be able to do that.
Yeah, it felt good. I was just trying to keep on making the putts.
Yeah. Gotta make those putts. First red number. I hate to be the guy to be the first red number on the card, but I was that guy today. And hopefully not tomorrow.
Yeah, this is course. Birdies are hard to come by at times. You just want to stay away from the bogeys. Hole 6. He's averaging 0.4 over par. I am not surprised. Ranked 3rd hardest on the course. You're looking at 406 feet. The initial gap for the short basket is really good. And if you go about 100 feet past that, you'll see our basket. You're trying to throw straight at these trees with something a little flippy and carry the line. And if you go too long, don't worry. There's a net about 20 feet behind the basket.
There is a net. that you do not get relief from. So if you do it, you then have to putt from within the net. Yep.
I did not know that.
Yep. Fun fact.
So we did an ace challenge the day before here, so I got a lot of experience on what I wanted to throw on this hole, and I just stuck with the theme, went Luna.
Luna, nice. That's really smooth. The one issue I have with this one's just height. So you want to make sure you nail the height on this. Paul's going mid-range and just started it low, and it makes it to where it's hard to get that final pushing bit. I'm going... Oh, it's not my turn. Austin is going to throw... I think that is.
He's throwing his Athena.
Nice.
He's going to go 7-speed. Slide it on up there.
God, that was pretty.
Beautiful shot.
Yeah.
Showcasing why he's so good.
Yeah. So I'm throwing a similar disc. I'm throwing a volt here. I'm trying to hit flat out the hand with like 60% power and just hit the initial angle. Yeah, and just caught the base of that tree and moved over. But I really like that swing on this. It makes it a lot easier.
Paul Oman from Circle 3. Great bid.
I just believe in it every time he lets it go.
I would have putted it with my mid-range.
He told me he should have put it with his mid. Thinks he would have made it. Oh. Did you think you made it? Is that why you made that face?
Yeah, I thought I made it. I was having a hard time seeing how far the basket was. It was kind of blending into the shade for me.
Yeah. It felt like I was getting my first birdie again with that putt. I was like, oh my God, please just get it over the rim.
This is an amazing one to birdie. Gaining strokes on the field.
Yeah. In particular, this you definitely want to pick this hole up. Like as a bonus birdie.
This hole and the next, I think, are the gauntlet holes.
And 9.
And 9. If you can get through these holes, par or better, you're feeling really good about your own.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. I even feel like I want to get one of them.
Definitely ideal.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's see. Hole 7. Also third hardest hole in the course. 378 feet. You're looking to push straight past this tree that's right here on our left, and then fade just before this brown tree right here on our right, and just slowly let it like drag in. You're gonna see any range from fairways to distance drivers. You're gonna see flip up shots, and then there's an alternative route a little bit more to the right on a flex line past the big tree that's over there that swings back. For a lefty, this tree right here at the front of the tee pad is obnoxious for the follow through. So Austin can't start the width that he actually wants to start at. And he has to play out to this right side instead of trying to throw the natural shot for this, or the natural shape for this.
Mm-hmm. You'll see that a lot out here. There's a lot of trees right off the tee boxes. You have to be aware of your follow through. What are you throwing here?
This is our new time lapses. I throw it for a stand up, but I can.
Wow.
Yeah.
What a beautiful shot.
That was beautiful, and it's the third time in a row that I've done that.
That's incredible.
Yeah. I just aim at the middle tree and hope. Like, I'm not accurate enough to hit it.
I might have to do that tomorrow. You'll see me here throwing Undertaker, shank it right, hit a tree, kick left, kick another tree back towards the basket.
I was like so impressed with your shot, and I didn't see any of that happen.
I know. Paul Oman's doing something similar. He's going to go fast speed, and unfortunately, he does hit that power line that strings across the hole.
The one time it's not good to be tall, Paul Oman. I have never seen anyone hit that.
Folks, it might be harder to play disc golf if you're taller.
Yeah, not always helpful. Now, what a recovery shot, because, okay, good sit, but that's not a gimme over there. Like, you definitely still have to get up and down, and you can kick bad on this hole.
Austin Turner looking to make this one.
Mm-hmm. Nice, especially after the shorter miss on 5, picking up the next 2, that's really good. Yeah, let's see it run back. Oh.
Just a beautiful putt.
He sure is good. He sure is good. Look at that.
And he looks cool, too.
He looks cool. He's not even smiling.
So I'm going to tap in my lucky birdie.
Tap in. That's 25 feet. You had to run there.
Yeah, but sometimes when you get lucky, it's just, you know.
Feels like it. Wow.
Great putt for Paul.
I'm always like, oh, but don't screw this one up. Or like, I don't deserve it. I hope. Please go in.
You might see a sneak peek of that on the next hole.
Yeah.
What are you thinking to yourself at this point in the course?
That 2 down through 7 feels slow. I feel like this is the type of course that, with how much North Carolina golf I've played, I want to pick up more of these holes. Definitely don't want to bogey, but honestly, it's not bad. It's not bad.
Hole 8, averaging more than half a stroke under par, ranked the 7th easiest on the course. Par 3, 246 feet. You're looking to throw, ideally, something a little bit stable at these little trees on the right that you see and fade back in left. Sometimes what you will see is you'll hit at the base of this basket and skip up the hill, and that'll leave you with a challenging putt, or hit this tree. You can see some reactions off of that.
Yeah, definitely a pretty simple hole, one that you want to pick up. You're going to see a lot of ace runs, just traditionally since there's a backstop.
Austin's happy with that one.
Yeah. Could not have worked out any better. I'm going with an entropy here, so I'm looking to throw overstable out at the right, let it swing. And then that's rude.
Yeah, very unfortunate break for landing in bullseye, hitting the tree and rolling.
But that's part of it. When you're coming in this with some speed, like, you're not just guaranteed to sit because you're hitting the upslope of the hill.
I agree. And I had the exact same play, overstable, slow speed, and I did the exact same thing. What are the chances?
Yeah.
Luckily, that log was there.
I'm glad that they put that in because it sucked to see that go all the way down to the base of the hill.
We see Paul going slow as well.
And demonstrating his master's skill here, throwing with a lot of touch. He threw a KC AVR there, so he was just trying to stand it up, let it ride, while we're throwing kind of more stable and punchy. Okay, yeah, hole 8 also has a long position, but it challenges 9's tee pad. So we definitely want to make sure that, like, we want to be safe when we're playing. There is a very cool hole down to 8's long, not practical for the tournament, but a really fun shape that you would land almost 50 feet past where we were at. Just gloss over that, and I got a nice birdie pick up there. There's Austin to get his after all of the luck in the world. So that's good, getting him to 5 under. That's a very hot start through 8. I think that's really solid.
Oman to pick up his birdie.
So down the tunnel there to the left where you can see us walking in the back, it goes another 250 down there to get to 8's long basket, which is pretty sweet.
And you'll see me there trying to figure out which basket we're playing on this next tee pad.
Don't worry, I have your back.
Okay.
All right, just need this putt for birdie. Is that a whale? Why is there a whale on the course? Don't be like me. Get yourself a whale sack and keep yourself dry on the course.
I love it. Hole 9, 0.7 over par essentially. Hardest hole on the course, gauntlet tee shot. You really want to smack this through the gap, clean. My goal on this is to throw a forehand that crashes right before this knobbly tree here on the left and finishes a little bit forward. When you try and park this hole, it gets a whole lot harder. You're going to see backhand turnovers and you're going to see forehands. I think the backhand turnover is aggressive. The forehand, you're going so far uphill, it's hard to reach, but getting to a circle 2 look is ideal. This was ripped.
Austin Turner using the full width of the fairway there.
Going with that same Athena he threw on 6. So smooth and somehow still a little short. I'm going with a Mayhem. I'm trying to start this in like 35 degrees of hyzer and pop it and just let it swing out. I'm super happy with that. I thought I was like 40 feet. That's about 50 to 55. This is just a long hole, and you've got to hit the first gap.
Paul Oman showing you what the backhand looks like.
Almost.
And I honestly, from our position, I thought he cleared that. I thought that was just about as good as you could throw that.
Yeah. What are you looking to do here?
I'm looking to throw a little anhyzer at this dark tree on the right and drag it left. I pulled it a little bit too much, end up clipping the tree on the left, just dropping straight down.
This hole is tight, man. You've got to hit this gap if you want to score.
Oman said right here he was between a putter and a mid-range, and he couldn't figure out which he wanted to do. He ended up going with the mid-range.
Wow. And that concrete is OB back there, but he did come up just a little bit safe.
He did, but he'll have a long putt.
Yeah.
So same situation here. I tried to correct myself, still ended up pulling it a little bit left, and I'll have about a 70-footer uphill for my par.
Yeah, and that's just hard, too, because, like, right behind the basket, you can start to roll away. So you're probably, just a layup. It's tough. It's tough.
Yeah, last thing you want to do in that position if you're playing hot is potentially run something for par and take a double bogey.
Yeah. So we had a right-to-left wind on my putt, and I really thought, I was like, oh, perfect. Start it low and right, and it'll keep it up. It did not. I hit the front of the cage. That was not a good one. That was not a good one. Good height, good speed at least, but definitely off to the side. You're not wanting to do that if you can
Paul
avoid
going to
it.
show us. Wow, it dropped.
It was windy, I'm telling you.
That was crazy.
Yeah, he started it online, and it was kind of funky wind up there. A little bit off to the side there, but
You'll not
definitely
be
clean
happy
that up.
with that.
Yeah, it was a 7 out of 10 mini kick there.
Yeah.
Yeah, bogey on this one isn't that bad. This second hardest hole on the course, or maybe it was the hardest. This is not that bad to get a bogey on if you're gonna take one. Hole 5 though.
Hole 5's not the one to do it on.
Not the one to do it on if you're gonna avoid it. So finishing out the front 9 over here. Our card shot solid. 2 4s, a 3, and a 1. I think ideally 5 or better through the front 9 is like on pace to be in the lead. Yeah.
Connor O'Reilly coming in hot, 5 down through 12, leading the way. Matt Bell right behind him, and Conrad and Mindsman as well.
Yeah.
We're looking to keep those scores hot, finish out strong.
Yeah, I love that. And this course, it gets hard at the end. So you definitely want to keep it together, get as many birdies as you can, and try not to fall apart on those finishing holes.
Yeah.
So, thanks for watching. Thanks for checking it out and the Go Throw stuff. I'm Raven Newsom, sponsored by MVP, so super happy that you guys are here and checking out all of our stuff.
And I'm Zach Nash. I'm sponsored by Meridian Discs and Legit Disc Golf. If you want to check me out, I'll be Zach_Nash1. And you can find all of my discs and things to sell there if you want to support me.
Heck yeah, man. Well, come back on for the back 9 and see how it all finishes out.
See you on the back 9.